guys, this is Lelo and welcome to my channel. Okay guys, so this video is a get to know me video. So I've been asked a lot of questions on my social media pages. So today I'm going to be answering all those questions. So yeah, let's get right into it. So these are the questions in no particular order. The first question is, how old are you? So I get this question so many times, like all the time. I'm young. So I'm 36 years old. I have grown kids. I know I can get away with being in my 20s, but nah, I'm 36 years old. I'm proud actually of my age. I'm proud of the experience because yeah, it's been quite a journey. So yeah, that's my age and I don't say it often. So yeah, this is a once in a lifetime chance that you get to know how old I am. Okay, and the second question is, what do you do for a living? So I do a lot of things, okay, but career-wise, I am a miner. So I work for one of the biggest mining companies in South Africa, and my position there is a shift boss for the open cast. So that's what I do on a daily basis. I'm a mom, and I also run my own business. So yeah. Okay, the next question is, do you have any kids? Yes, I do. I have 3 humans and 2 dogs. So I've got 3 kids, 1 teenager and a twin. She's not a teenager yet. She's going to be a teenager in a few months, and a 5-year-old. And then I have 2 little puppies that I adore so much. And then the one question that everybody wants to know is my relationship status. Yo, guys, I don't know why Nitanda is in Daba. Yo. Anyway, I think I must just answer it and get it over and done with. So my relationship status is, I'm in love. That's my relationship status. And yeah, I'm in love, I'm happy, I'm loved, and I'm enjoying it. Yeah. So the next question is, what was it like being married at 20? I think I had no idea what I was doing, and that's the honest truth, because I was very young. I mean, 20, you don't even know whether you're coming or going, or, you know, I was very young, and I think it took a lot for me to make that decision, and at that moment or at that point in time, it was the right thing to do, but looking back now, I feel that I was way too young to make a lifelong decision like that. So many of you would know my story, which is something I'll talk about later on in my channel. So yeah, please subscribe. So yeah, I'm going to talk about being married young and then being divorced at 35. So I'm recently divorced, and yeah, I'm going to talk about my journey, being married young, being a young wife, and how that was like. So yeah, to answer the question, being married at 20 was life-changing. Yeah, that's what I can say for now. So the next question is, what are you passionate about? I'm passionate about a lot of things. I'm passionate about people. In my profession, I have to be passionate about people because I work with people. I'm passionate about children. I love children. I'm passionate about love. I love love. And I'm passionate about money. Yeah, money. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that I'm passionate about and that I hold dear to my heart. Okay, and what are your hobbies? Besides being a full-time mom, I hardly get time for anything else, but Working out has been part of my lifestyle for the past few years now because I've struggled with weight most of my 20s and my early 30s. So working out has been part of my lifestyle. So I would say that's a hobby for me. And going out, I love to travel. So every chance I get, I travel. So it was really torture for me being under lockdown because then I couldn't travel. So I think every month or every second month I have a trip booked. So that's how much I love it. So I love to travel. So that is one of the biggest things that I can say is a hobby to me. And yeah, I used to love cooking and all those things, but nah, not anymore. I think going through a divorce, I had to reevaluate and I had to find myself again and find what I love. And I'm still in that journey of finding myself. So I think being married for so long, cooking became more like an obligation. I used to be passionate about it. It used to be a hobby, but when I got a divorce, then it's one of the things that I didn't want to do anymore. But yeah, so those are the things that I like doing. Yeah, not household things, nah, not anymore. Yeah. So the next question is, what is your biggest fear? So I don't really have fears. How I tackle my life is I always imagine the worst case scenario in everything and I deal with it. I prepare for it. And that's how I've always lived my life. And that's how I manage not to have fears. I think the main fear that I have is to live a life without purpose. So everyone that knows me, everyone that interacts with me knows how passionate I am about living a life of purpose. I instill that in everyone around me, in my children, and that, it's more fulfilling to live a life of purpose than to do something just because you have to, because you want the money, or being stuck in a job because of the money. I think that's the worst thing for me. That's my fear, that one day I'll die without living my life to my full purpose. So that is my biggest fear. Yeah, and what is your greatest accomplishment? I'm going to sound cliched like every mom, but my children are my biggest accomplishments. I think they're the greatest blessings, even though they drive me crazy. But I think it's the biggest and the greatest accomplishment that I've had in my life. And seeing them grow and watching them grow, I think sometimes if you're a mom, when you look at your children, you can't really believe that they were like a tiny little baby once upon a time. And now they all grown up and they have their own personalities and their own characters and their own dreams and goals. So that for me is the biggest accomplishment, something that I look forward to every day, to watch them grow. So yeah. Okay, so what makes you laugh the most? My man. And I blush when I say this because he makes me laugh all the time, every single day. I think I have never experienced something like this. I have never experienced a friendship like this, where a person strives every day to make me happy. So I laugh like an idiot when I'm with him. So yeah, him and Kevin Hart. Yeah. Okay, the next question is, if you could choose to do anything for a day, what would it be? Sleep. So that is one thing that I'm deprived of, sleeping. So my schedule is very hectic. I work shifts, and yeah, I think sleeping is one thing that I don't get to do enough of, because when I get time off, I always have other things to do. So if I could choose one thing to do, it's just to go on a sleeping holiday and just sleep and not do anything else. So that's one thing at this present moment that I need the most, more than anything. Okay, and then the next question is, what is the one thing people don't know about you? The fact that I'm fun to be with. I know I come across as being stuck up. So most people, when they meet me, they think I'm this, serious and stuck up person. But I'm actually a lot of fun to be with. I laugh a lot, I joke a lot. And I've actually heard this from people that have known me for a while, that, you know, when the first impression they have of me is that I'm this serious looking person. But yeah, I'm actually very chilled and very fun to be around. I love having fun. So yeah. The next question is, if you could travel back in time, which year would you go back to? I think any time before 1997, because that's the year that I lost my dad. So I think I would love to be with him and spend more time with him and create more memories with him, because I was quite young. So, and I'm the youngest of my siblings, so I have very limited memories of him. So I'd like to, you know, pick his brain and get to understand him more as a person and have conversations with him. I mean, I have so many questions for him. So if I can go back in time, that's the one person that I'd love to share more time with. Yeah. And what's your favorite food? Anything that my man makes. So he's a chef and he cooks for me every single day, 3 times a day. So anything that he makes, I love. I love food. I'm passionate about food as well. But I think I've had a not so good relationship with food for the past years, which is why I struggle so much with weight and all that. But I think having him in my life, it's been such a blessing, because he knows food. He knows what's good for me and what's not good for me. He feeds me, so anything he makes, the best. Okay, what do you do to keep fit? I work out. One thing though is that I hate it. So I literally push myself to go to gym. But I love the feeling that I have afterwards. So my trainer knows the hour that we spend together is hell for me. But she pushes me to my very limit, and I love the results afterwards, and I love the feeling that I get afterwards. I mean, it's only an hour, and I just love the feeling that I have afterwards. So that's what I do to keep fit. I try and live a very fit life. I eat well. I do indulge in junk once in a while. I have cheat days. So I don't diet. That's one thing I don't do. I don't diet because it's not effective for me. So I just try and blend everything into my everyday lifestyle. And yeah, I think apparently it takes 7 days to get your brain to get used to something, no matter how bad it can be. So I've adopted that, and I eat very well. So yeah, and most people wouldn't eat the things I eat, because sometimes it's things that people don't consider as being nice or tasty. But I think it's just all in the mind. So you teach your brain, and yeah, that's how I do. That's what I do to keep fit. And then the second last question is, if you had a warning label, what would yours say? Handle with care. That's what it would say, because I come across as very strong, but I'm very fragile. So yeah, that's what it would say. I need to be handled with care. Then the last question is, describe yourself in one word. If it has to be one word, then it would be happy. I think I'm the happiest that I've been ever in my 36 years of life. I'm happy with everything that I have. I feel very blessed. I acknowledge everything that I have. I appreciate everything that I have. So yeah, I am very happy with everything that I have. Yeah, and those are the questions. Thank you so much for the questions. And yeah, I hope that you guys know me better now. There's so much coming. We're going to be talking about a lot of things that affect women and things that I've gone through as well. So this channel is mainly about my journey as a woman. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time. Bye.